And welcome to Upon Further Review. I'm Josh Aubrey. Plenty to get to this week. Had a lot of high school and Georgia Southern football action from over the weekend. The Georgia Southern Eagles picking up their second win of the season in pretty impressive fashion as they knocked off the visiting UMass Minutemen by a score of 34-13 at Paulson Stadium. Nice on the offense, looked good on the defensive side, and even had special teams chipping in with a 41 and 50-yard field goal. We'll get to Coach Lunsford, some of the players, and see some highlights in just a little bit. We also had Statesboro High losing their first game of the season on the road at Veterans by a score of 21-0. But back home, you had the Southeast Bulloch Yellow Jackets pick up another big victory, and it was a region win over Islands in which they had to come from behind to knock them off 24-21. with a field goal being the difference in that one. As for the Bulloch Academy Gators, they were able to knock off Memorial Day School, and the Portal Panthers fall to Jenkins and are now 1-2 on the season. We'll have highlights of Statesboro High, Southeast Bulloch, and Bulloch Academy for you coming up in a little bit. Before we go to break, we'd like to hope you'll all be safe out there, but if you happen to be in an injury or have an accident, we'd like to encourage you to contact the Sullivan Law Firm at thesullivanlawfirm.com or give them a call, 912-489-8888.
The Medical Center Pharmacy on Grenade Street is proud to be your Health Mart pharmacy in Statesboro. The Medical Center Pharmacy, locally owned and serving this community for 50 years, is open 364 days a year. The pharmacists at Medical Center know there's nothing more important than your family's well-being. That's why they take the time to know their customers, explain their medications, and answer any questions. The Medical Center Pharmacy, your Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
No credit refused isn't just an offer, it's a way of business and has been for over 100 years. No banks, no ridiculous credit requirements, just local Badcock store owners who treat you right and give you credit when others won't. It's never been easier to express your style and love your home.
Well, the Statesboro High Blue Devils on the road at Veterans Freedom Field in Houston County, taking on Milan Turner's undefeated 3-0 Veterans Warhawks. Let's get out and take a look at some of the highlights. 2-0 Statesboro Blue Devils on the road at Veterans, 3-0 on the season. This one taking place at Freedom Field in Houston County. Early on, the Blue Devils trying to get something going on the ground, but they'd end up with only 34 total yards rushing in the game. Meanwhile, Veterans, the Warhawks, marching downfield. Quarterback Sebastian Verger here picking up big yardage, and then from the 12, Verger finds a seam around the left side. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. 7-0 Veterans on top. Meanwhile, the Blue Devils, nothing going on the ground. Veterans proven to have a solid defensive front. 7-0 Veterans at the end of the first. In the second quarter, the Blue Devil D playing tough. Chris Hill there for a hit for a no gain. And a little bit later, Hill again. He wraps up Cyrus Zool. Veterans tries a fake punt. The Blue Devils sniff it out and are able to take over. Dake Williams helping on the hit. Statesboro going for it on 4th and short, but Drake Horton hit hard. Incomplete, and Veterans takes over. Statesboro's defense once again comes up. This time, the loose ball recovered by the Blue Devils, but once again, Statesboro unable to capitalize. Drake Horton's pass will be called an interception even though it hit the ground. The defense does the rest, and we go to the half with Statesboro trailing by a score of 7-0. Unfortunately, not much to cheer about in the second half. Statesboro does start off the second half with a positive play, an onside kick. The Blue Devils recover, but the offense only able to muster just over 100 yards of total offense in the game. Veterans with another big play, this time on the option keeper. It's Verger going around the right side for a 47-yard touchdown. The extra point was good. Veterans taking a 14-0 lead. That score would hold up into the third quarter. The Blue Devils forced to pass, and Drake Horton picked off here. A nice return deep into Blue Devil territory. Statesboro with 4 interceptions in the game. Then deep, it's Zool going up the middle into the end zone for the touchdown. Statesboro not giving up. One of the rare positive plays here as Horton finds Jalen Robertson, who gets down inside the 30. But yet again, this one would end in an interception. A great play by Javon Singletary. On his back, he makes the interception, and Statesboro falls by a final of 21-0. Well, up next for the Blue Devils, they're back on the road again, this time at Effingham County this Friday at 7:30. Stay with us. Coming up next, we'll take a look at how things went for Southeast Bulloch and Bulloch Academy.
A sports injury can stop you in your tracks. At Optum Orthopedics, our specialized physicians and staff use advanced orthopedic procedures with one specific goal in mind: to get you back to you. If you have a sports injury, request an evaluation. Experience the Optum difference.
Well, meanwhile, back home, the Southeast Bulloch Yellow Jackets were looking to improve to 3-0 on the season and opening up region play as they host Islands. Let's get out and take a look at some highlights. Coach Barrett Davis looking to improve to 3-0 on the season. Southeast hosting Islands early on. Jamari Daniels busting free. Looks like he makes it into the end zone, but he's ruled down just shy. No problem. The give will go to Daniels. He breaks through, and Southeast takes a 7-0 lead. Islands able to come back, though, going through the air. Gus Bachman will hook up with Austin Singleton, who makes a great grab, tying the game at 7-all. Late in the first half, the Sharks getting their offense on the move. The pass to Dalton Singletary is good for a first down deep into Jacket territory. A little later, the throw into the end zone. A couple receivers there, but it's Florida State commit Kalen DeLoach with the catch for the touchdown. Sharks up by a touchdown at the half. Islands adding to it early in the third. It's DeLoach again, this time on the ground. Breaks a couple tackles and takes it in for the score. But Southeast Bulloch coming back strong. Jamari Daniels gets the call. He busts this one outside for a big pickup into Sharks territory. A couple plays later, looks like the Jackets are going to pull within a score. Blaze Minnick eludes the pressure, scrambles to the pylon. He's down just shy of the goal line. On the very next play, Minnick will go in for the score. The Jackets able to get within one score, and then check out the trickery here, breaking the huddle. The onside kick recovered by Southeast Bulloch in Islands territory. That would take us through to the fourth quarter. Still one score difference, but it's John Trail Wells going in from inside the 5 for the score, tying the game. Southeast Bulloch's defense applying the pressure. Bachman dropped for a sack. Southeast offense moving downfield. Here, Blaze Minnick with a nice run inside the 10-yard line. That would set up Jonah Jones for the game winner from 24 yards out. It's up and good. and Southeast wins 24-21. So an exciting win for the Jackets. Up next, they'll be hitting the road. They'll be traveling to Savannah High this Friday. As for the Bulloch Academy Gators, they were at home hosting Memorial Day. Let's get out and take a look at some highlights from that one. Gator Alley, the site, Bulloch Academy hosting Memorial Day. The Blue Thunder going to grab the lead early on. Deshaun Pinkston on the keeper. He's in the end zone. Memorial up 7-0. But the Gators come right back. The handoff will go to Ty Mingle, who bumps it outside and gets in for the touchdown. This would tie the game at 7-all. The BA defense makes sure it stays that way. Brock Sapp with the nice open field shoestring tackle for a loss. A little bit later, Memorial going deep, but Don Aaron there for the interception. And Bulloch Academy goes on to win this one by a final of 35-21. And a big game for Ty Mingle in that one, over 180 yards rushing. Congratulations to the Gators for remaining undefeated, 3-0 on the season. Up next, they travel to Deerfield this coming Friday night for a 7:30 kickoff. As for Portal, they lost this past week at Jenkins County. Up next, they'll be home for ECI this Friday. All right, stay with us. Coming up next, we'll head out to Paulson Stadium. Come visit us locally here in Statesboro at Piedmont Loop beside Walmart.
Friday night lights to early morning deer stands, Anderson's General Store in Statesboro is your tailgating and hunting headquarters. Boots from Ariat, Georgia Boot, Irish Setter, Wolverine, and more, we have a pair for you. Check out our Costa and Ray-Ban sunglasses. And apparel from Columbia, Carhartt, and Drake. Dove, ducks, deer, we have all your hunting needs. And tailgate with a Big Green Egg or Traeger grill. Pack in the flavor with delicious sauces and rubs. Haul it all home with a utility trailer. Anderson's General Store, a general store, and so much more.
Well, the Georgia Southern Eagles, after a win over South Carolina State in their season opener, were facing UMass, a team that handled them pretty easily on the road in Amherst, Massachusetts last year. This time around, though, Chad Lunsford, with a little more firepower, had a good game plan, and they ended up winning this one 34-13. Let's go out and see some of the highlights. The Georgia Southern Eagles hosting UMass, and while they might have the Minutemen, freedom belongs to Georgia Southern, and making a nice entrance on Saturday afternoon, as do the Eagles before a good crowd at Paulson Stadium. Head coach Chad Lunsford looking to move to 2-0 on the season, and early on the defense stepping up here. Jay Bowdry with the hit. The Minutemen able to take an early 3-0 lead though on this Mike Caginio field goal. Monteo Garrett then with a nice first down run for Georgia Southern. Later, after making it on a fourth down, the Eagles go for it again on 4th and short, but this time Wesley Fields stops short. UMass takes over, but the defense holds them, and then the offense with another chance, and Wesley Fields with a 43-yard run. He'd finished with 141 yards rushing. We move to the second quarter, and the Eagles strike quickly. The play-action pass, Shai Wirtz to Cam Brown for the touchdown, and it's 7-3 Eagles. More air Eagles. Wirtz to Wesley Kennedy, who cuts up field. This drive would stall. In comes Tyler Bass for the 41-yard field goal. It's good. The Eagles take a 10-3 lead. UMass able to answer though. Long drive capped off by Jordan Fredericks. 1 yard run to tie it at 10, but the Eagles right back. Wirtz on the far side to Kennedy for the first down pass. Later Wirtz to Kennedy again. This time down to the 3 yard line, and finally Wirtz will take it himself, going up the middle for the score. And we go to the half with Georgia Southern leading 17-10. Second half in the pitch to Garrett. He hurdles a defender. The Eagles with 334 yards rushing. Garrett with 90. Tyler Bass then from 50 yards out. And he had some room to spare on that one. It's 20-10 Eagles. The defense playing too hard, I guess, for the refs' liking. Somehow this one ruled as targeting on Rashad Byrd. The Minutemen add another field goal to cut the lead to 20-13, but from there it was all Eagles. Wirtz, play action, going deep. Don't think they're both supposed to be there, but heck, Malik Murray with the nice grab inside the 30, and then it's Wirtz rolling and finding Colby Ransom. Wirtz 6 of 9 with 2 touchdown passes, 27-13 Eagles. Coach Lunsford meantime firing up the crowd and the Eagle defense. Check out the hit here. And then I guess that's a crawl by Marquavian Brinson. Next it's Randy Wade with a hit for no gain. Back on offense, another time-consuming Eagle drive. Fields up the middle, refusing to go down into UMass territory. More tough running from Fields coming up here. He delivers a hit himself, lowering the shoulder. Next, the Eagles go to Logan Wright for another first down. Garrett then here with the 15-yard carry. And finally, check out Garrett with some nice vision, finding a hole where it looks like there wasn't one, and busts into the end zone for the finishing touch on an impressive 34-13 Eagle victory. And stay with us. Coming up next, we'll hear from Coach and some of the players. Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, providing primary care for Statesboro area patients since 1998, providing complete physicals, complete sports physicals, Medicare wellness exams, full diabetes treatment, and education from lifestyle changes to oral medications to insulin pump therapy. In-house dermatology, in-house circulation tests and ultrasounds, in-house lab. And introducing our new nurse practitioner, Melissa Beasley, as we now accommodate same-day or next-day appointments to serve your needs. Family Internal Medicine Associates of Statesboro, where we care.
What does it mean to have financial freedom?
At Queensboro Wealth Management, we're helping people figure that out.
And giving them a plan to get there.
If you have a desire to take control of your finances and live with financial purpose,
we
will use every bit of our knowledge to help you.
And there's no cost to get started.
Download a free kit from our website, then give any of us a call. QWM is Queensboro Wealth Management. Let's begin today.
Well, after the Georgia Southern win, we had a chance to talk with Coach Lunsford and some of the players about the victory.
Like we made a lot of improvement, but it doesn't stop here. Of course, you got to continue to improve throughout the season.
What was it you feel like was better out there this time?
We was just more relaxed. I feel like first game, all those nerves, kind of tense, kind of tight. This game, I felt like we just went out there and played. We know what we had to do from last week to this week, and I feel like we did a pretty good job of doing it.
It seemed like the play action and the passing kind of opened up the run game a little bit for you guys.
Yeah, it did. And it started up front. O-line did a heck of a job of doing their job, and it allowed me to sit in the pocket and make some throws. And it also allowed me to get outside the pocket and make some throws, and the receiver did a great job of getting open.
We were real hyped. During the whole week, we were focused on them and ready for all their players who they had, all their key players. We studied them hard as we can, and we was ready for them. We shut them down. I feel like we showed up, D-block represent. We came hard, we fought hard, and our safeties and stuff, they played hard. We gave it all we got, and that's what it is.
Last year they beat us pretty bad, and we wanted our revenge, and so we were pretty hyped up about that, and I think we showed them how bad we wanted it tonight. The feeling like none other, we work day in and day out every week. We work hard, and just to see it pay off is pretty indescribable.
Like I was kind of saying a little bit earlier, man, just watching last year, just going through last year with that game, it's kind of it put a chip on our shoulder, and we definitely used that as motivation to come out here tonight and just put up a good ball game for 4 quarters.
They say you're supposed to make the most jump between game 1 and game 2. Do you feel like you guys did that?
I most certainly think we did, man. You can see, man, look at the offensive line, man. They just grinding, man. They working hard, man. The D-line working hard. We all working together as a unit, man. We just putting it all together, and we just got to keep grinding, man. Just take it day by day.
What was really awesome about this game is we talked about it all week, that it was going to be a blue-collar football game. And at some point, we were going to need to make sure that we finished. And, there was a couple times there that we could have went ahead and put it away, and it didn't happen, and some adversity happened when we fumbled. And what I'm so proud about them is that they came back out and they finished the game. They finished the game, and these guys, hats off to the offensive line. Really great push. We got a great inside running game tonight, and just proud of the defense and how they played, because UMass is a very good offense. And so that was just very impressive that we could come out and get win number 2. What we talked about all week was the biggest improvement happens from game 1 to game 2. We're still a young football team, and we're learning, and we're trying to get better. And what I like about these guys, they're so locked in, they're so focused. They take practice serious. They really do a great job of just trying to listen and get better. And we really challenged the offensive line this week, and I really felt like they stepped up.
The offense, it seemed like you added a little bit of passing this time around, and that seemed, when you did that, to really open up the field.
Yeah, obviously we're going to have to be able to throw the ball. I mean, as good as we're running the football right now, they're going to be stacking the box, and we got to be able to make sure. And I know we did a great job tonight. I think we went 6 of 9 and was very efficient in the passing game. We're going to have to throw it a little bit more. We are, and I think we're going to get there. We're just, we're working each week to try to get better in that phase of the game. We went into that last game very simple, on purpose. We had a lot of new guys playing. We had 3 brand new offensive linemen last week, and so we felt like we had to go into the game simple. So we opened up the playbook a little bit more today, and we'll continue to grow as we get better. I thought it was really good how our defensive guys really took to the coaching this week of looking at personnel, looking at the formations, and really dialing into what they did out of certain things. And they were locked in, and that was good to see. This football team, I've said it all week to them. I said, we're a blue-collar football team. We're not sexy. We're blue-collar. That's what we are. And we got to play a lot of guys. That's exactly what we are. And so everybody has to pitch in. Everybody has to have a role. These young guys, they've got to understand very quickly that this is major college football. And they're doing a good job, and that's why they're getting the opportunity to play on the field.
And that'll wrap it up for our Monday show. We thank you for joining us. Don't forget to tune in midweek. We'll have all of our coaches' shows from Statesboro High, Southeast Bulloch, and Bulloch Academy, and also hear from Coach Lunsford and some of the players as they get set to take on the Clemson Tigers. For now, that'll wrap things up. Hope to see you again soon.